Barbell hip thrusters. A great exercise for working and developing the glutes. But before you even think about adding weight to this bar, let's get a few ground rules set. It's important that you choose a bench that's sturdy and solid. Don't pick a bench that's liable to tip over. You're going to hurt yourself and you're going to embarrass yourself. First things first, you're trying to get the weight distributed across the upper back so that you can lean into the bench without using your arms to get up. Plant the feet so that your feet are flat on the floor. You're looking to drive through the feet, extending the hips up, locking the hips out and pausing at the top of the movement. With the feet, imagine that there's sheets of paper under each foot and you're trying to slide that piece of paper across the ground as you drive the feet into the ground. This will help enhance glute activation. With the hips, as you come up, try to rotate the hips through the movement, and this will help further glute activation. Ensure that when you come up, you squeeze the glutes and pause at the top of the movement briefly before lowering under control. If you struggle to get up onto the bench, you can lay your arms out across the bench, but it's important you address this issue as soon you'll be holding and supporting a bar. Boom. It's a good idea to get a pad for the bar, and this is the only time we recommend getting one of these. It is not for squatting. Also, notice the difference between the diameter. Both plates shown are 5 kilograms, however, you'll have no hope of getting underneath a bar unless you've got Olympic or similar sized weights. You may have to prop the weight plates up on blocks either side to get yourself underneath the bar and to get the bar all the way up to the hips. Again, as per body weight, plant the feet flat on the floor, support the bar with the hands, get the upper back leaning into the bench and extend up. Squeezing the glutes at the top of the movement, and the same mechanics apply here. You're trying to drive up, rotate the hips through into the movement and squeeze the glutes. You may need to play around with your foot position to get optimal glute activation, but this is down to you. Just ensure that your whole foot remains flat on the floor. And that's all there is to it. Practice the movement with light weight and then move on. If you feel it more in your hamstrings or lower back when performing this movement over your glutes, then your glutes aren't activating properly, and believe it or not, this is a common problem. Get a glute band, and rather than perform the good old-fashioned crab walk as shown, put the band further down across the feet so that you're standing on it with the heels. This will apply more stress and allow greater activation of the glutes, ensuring that you lead with the foot and you don't lean against it. Also, you can practice this exercise with a glute band on. This will help activate the glutes and also give you an idea of how the movement should feel. You're looking to pull the knees apart and stretch the band as you perform the exercise. Remember, the glutes should be the main mover with the hamstrings complementing. Your hamstrings should not be the main mover with your glutes assisting. It's all about the glutes. This movement can also be formed in a standard glute bridge position. However, you'll notice that the range of movement is much decreased. It's recommended to use a bench. However, if a bench just isn't working for you, it can also be done without. So remember, slide those pieces of paper away with the feet as you glute bridge. Squeeze the glutes and rotate the hips through the movement to activate the glutes further. And most importantly, get a pause at the top and keep it controlled.